So, what comes to your mind when you see a young kid kicking a cat? Kale katoto ka plot yenyu kenye hupiga tu pusi na madogi akipatana nazo anazipiga teke tu hivyo unprovoked. What comes to your mind when you see that? Today, we are exploring a defense mechanism known as the kick cat syndrome. Imagine this, a man has a horrible boss. This boss keeps yelling and belittling and frustrating him. But this man cannot quit his job because, well, it pays good and it is his only source of livelihood. So he has no option but to endure the boss's cruelty. The problem is, as much as amenyamazia mdosi, ile hasira haijamtoka. So when he gets home, the first thing he does is to tolea bibi yake na watoto wake stress. In psychology, what that man has done is called displaced aggression. Let me explain why it is also called the kick cat syndrome. Boss yells at man. Man goes home and yells at wife. Wife yells at the kids, and the kids yell at the pet. It trickles down like that. So, displacement is a defense mechanism where people essentially transfer their frustrations from a higher authority to someone more vulnerable and less intimidating to them. This process is done by the unconscious mind. Underlying unconscious mind. We'll get back to it later on. And men aren't the only one who do this displacement. We do it too. We blame our husbands' side chicks instead of blaming our husbands for the betrayal. We yell at the house girl when we come home and we are feeling overwhelmed and overstimulated. We come and snap at our men and our friends when you're feeling frustrated by maybe our parents. Ni kama mama yako anakukasirisha but hutaki kumuongelesha vibaya ama kujibishana naye. So what do you do when wewe hiyo hasira yenye mama yako amekupea, you call your sister, hata wewe una snap, hata unampigia kelele, you get those things. That is how this displacement works. Hasira haiwezi kaa sana kwa brain, utachizi, quite literally. That is why we displace our anger as a means of achieving catharsis, which allows our brain to restore balance and maintain homeostasis. Now, let's go back to that unconscious I told you to underline. When we say that something is done by the unconscious mind, it means we have very little to no control over it. This means unastukianga tu ulifanya kitu. You have no idea even why you do it. That means after you have yelled at your child, ndio unakaanga hivi, unajiambia akiwoye, nilitolea huyu mtoto wangu stress for nothing. Hata hakuwa na makosa, ni mimi tu nilikuwa na stress zangu. But now, unfortunately, it's too late. You have already caused a disconnect in your home. This kick cat domino effect can be seen almost anywhere. It is when unapatana na stranger town, unamkanyanga by accident, lakini hata kabla hujasema pole unakuwa umetukanwa design nyingine, unashindwa what the hell, ama unakuta mwalimu ya, especially kama uko na tutoto tudogo tu wa kindergarten. Mtoto anakuja day 1 anasema teacher alinichapa, anakuja day 2 anasema teacher alinichapa, anakuja day 3 anasema teacher ananichapa. Wewe sasa unaenda shule unasema sasa teacher nimekuja uniambie kwa nini unachapa mtoto, anakwambia hapana, I'm going through a lot at home, da. Even that boss, that one that is distracting and yelling and frustrating everyone in the office, if you dissect them properly, you'll find out even them, there is problem in their personal lives. So what they are doing, hata hao ni kusambaza, wanasambaza stress. The reason tunatafutanga kamtu kamnyonge kakutolea stress is because we are afraid of expressing our full emotions to the right person. This means we pick someone mwenye repercussions za kumtolea stress ni less. That is why the husband is not yelling back at the boss, anaenda home and yell at the wife because the repercussions are less. That is why the woman blames the side chick instead of the husband because the repercussions are less. That is why the nanny yells at the kid because the repercussions are less. Yani tunatafuta mtu mwenye the cost of yelling at them isn't severe enough to harm us back. We say kick cat, but cat is hypothetical. A cat could represent anything. A cat could be the wall. A cat could be household items. Wale watu wanapiganga teke TV wakikasirika. A cat could be a celebrity. Unakuja unatolea hapa kwa comment section ya celeb, unamtolea stress zako zote. A cat could even be ourselves, yeah? Some children self-harm when they are stressed. So they are their own cat. Anyway, displacement is an unhealthy coping mechanism, a very common one. However, there are very many other healthier ways to displace your anger. One of them being sports. Schools that are big on curricular activities have less cases of bullying. Another way to displace your anger is through the arts. And that's why unasikianga watu siku hizi wakitunga mawimbo za kutukana gava and daradaraja. Another healthier way is to communicate. Most of us, our spouses are very supportive. Ukimcall umwambie boss has yelled at me, they will just help you to mend your heart back, yeah? Instead of kumtolea stress, we communicate. Let's stop breaking or rather unfairly hurting the people in our lives. So the next time you feel the urge to yell at your child or your spouse or your employee, pause and ask yourself, is this the person I am truly upset with, or am I transferring my frustrations onto them? Please do not be the sort of parent that watoto wanatetemekanga. Wakikusikia unakuja, they start shaking and trembling because they don't know what mood you will be in. And the next time unaangalia mtu unaona, ai we na wewe, hii hasira yako haipelekani na makosa yenye imefanywa. This yelling is a bit too much. This reactivity is a bit too much. Just know it is displacement at work. Anyway, that's all. Thank you. Bye.